Welcome, Irish fans, to the Greensboro Coliseum. As you can see behind us, the Irish are stretching for their early afternoon shoot-around in preparation for tonight's ACC Semifinal with Duke. But before we preview that, another look at last night's victory over Miami. Notre Dame with an incredible offensive performance in the first half, but probably the best things that came out of that, Torrian, was Notre Dame's continued poise in key situations and the fact they won the game with defense.
Yeah, you're right, Jack. I think a lot of fans especially would have liked to see a little bit more of a blowout victory, but blowout victories don't do really much for you. And Coach Bray always talks about the poise this team has, and they showed it once again last night, able to respond really well to Miami's big push last night. And ultimately, you know, coming into this Duke game, a blowout's not going to do really much to prepare you for it. So having another close victory, put another stash in the resume of just, you know, experience they can gain, I think really will help them to be able to respond tonight for another close game that we're going to expect against the Blue Devils.
Well, that's a point that Coach Bray made to this team earlier today when they sat down and watched film of the first Notre Dame-Duke game, which Notre Dame came from 10 points down to win, is the fact it's routine now for Notre Dame to be in close games, and this is also a team that, regardless of what happened at Cameron, a lot of teams have trouble there. Notre Dame believes they can win tonight, but what do they got to do to pull off the victory?
I mean, they're going to definitely have to put together two good halves. Last night was great that they could respond against Miami's push, but if you play that way against this Duke team, it's not going to have much of an opportunity to come back, as we saw in our loss up there at Durham. But I think that our team tonight is going to really rely on another balanced attack from the entire squad, but it's always going to start with Jaren Grant. I think a big reason why we won that first game is he came out ultra aggressive, and with this team, just like taking on Coach Bray's swagger, I think they really take on Jaren's demeanor and his poise during the game. And when he comes out aggressive like he did against Duke and our win against them back in at South Bend, I think we're going to have a lot of great results and a lot of people really ready to step up when needed.
And of course, the guy that hit the big bucket back in January against Duke was Steve Vasturia, a young man with tremendous intestinal fortitude. Yesterday, he had to have IVs because he had a stomach ailment and it lost a lot of fluids, and yet he comes out last night, scores 16 points, and does a great job on defense. And we caught up with him after today's shoot-around here at the Greensboro Coliseum. Explain to me how you go from IVs to being the game's leading scorer.
Yeah, I think you know, once the game got started, I was feeling good. I was ready to go, and you know, we did a good job battling, and we came out with a good win.
You did a great job making key shots, but you again did a great job in shutting down the other team's leading perimeter scorer.
Yeah, you know, I knew he was gonna, you know, try to be attacking and get into the basket, and I just tried to stay in front of him. We did a good job team defense, and kept him off the glass as well.
I know you guys are really looking forward to the rematch tonight with Duke. Tell me what the keys are in your mind.
Yeah, you know, we gotta get on the defensive glass. They really beat us inside last time, and we gotta stay on the glass and contest shooters.
3 legacy teams in the ACC tournament tonight at Notre Dame. Do you guys feel like you're really now truly a part of this league?
Yeah, and I think we still got a lot of work to do. We got a great opportunity tonight, and we got a chance to, you know, get a big win. So we're excited.
As you get ready for tonight's Notre Dame-Duke game, not only can you watch the highlights of last night's Notre Dame victory over Miami, you can watch another terrific edition of Icon, which takes you inside the Notre Dame locker room. Tonight's game should tip off around 9:30, maybe a little bit later, because the first game might take a while to complete. As always, you can listen to it right here on WatchND, and of course, complete coverage all night long. Stuff will be added to our website after tonight's Notre Dame-Duke game. With the Irish in Greensboro, I'm Jack Nolan, Fighting Irish Digital Media.